Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the LovelyTi TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the LovelyTi TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey tea sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. So it is a lot going on, honey. Once again, comedian Druski is out here ruffling feathers and folks want him canceled. So as you guys remember, I did a video on him a few months ago where he went in on the black churches and on the black pastors that go viral all the time on social media. Well, this time he decided to go in on white conservative women, okay? Now, the funny thing is he didn't mention any particular person's name. Okay, but we were able to put two and two together, and most people have come to the conclusion that he's talking about Erica Kirk. You know, the one with the deadpan stare. Yeah, that one, Erica Kirk. So let's go ahead and watch this Druski video. Let's watch what the uproar is about. Let me go ahead and show it to y'all right now.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic puck cup.
organic?
Yes, everything organic.
Are you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who mattered most.
All right, so y'all just saw this skit. Druski is a mess, okay? But let's keep it real. The reason why MAGA is up in arms, the reason why a lot of you conservatives feel away is because, you know what I'm saying, truth is stranger than fiction. I've caught this out. Many people have caught this out. Erica Kirk comes out literally in these shiny suits, all of these pyrotechnics. It looks like it's a WWE match. You know, it's like, what are we doing here? People have been calling her out, and I think that's why they're upset, because in every joke, there's always a little bit of truth. And I'm going to show you videos of Erica acting in the same way that Druski was portraying. But before we even get there, we got to give Druski's makeup artist props, because outside of the nose, he looks just like Erica Kirk. And it was so bad that even Grok, Twitter's AI, which is, Elon Musk's AI, basically said that Druski was Erica Kirk. That is how good the makeup artist was. So as you see right here, somebody says, "Who is this?" at Grok. And Grok says that's Erica Kirk, the actress/comedian starring in Druski's satirical skit. She's playing an over-the-top conservative woman character across all those scenes: patriotism, faith, organic everything, and the podium bit. Spot on performance for laughs. So even Grok thought this was Erica Kirk. That's how good the makeup artist did in this situation. We're going to go ahead and look at some of the responses from people in MAGA and on the right who are really upset about the situation. We're going to check out some of that stuff right now. So this person says, but if a white guy did blackface, there'd be an uproar. This person says that new Druski skit was not funny. Bro might have maxed out. This person says MAGA clutching their pearls and replies as if they didn't set the terms of engagement. Sorry, snowflakes. Comedy is now legal. So John Root, who's a conservative, says this. What a despicable human being Druski is. Erica Kirk's husband was brutally assassinated. Their kids are now without a father, and Druski and countless other lowlifes make her the butt of their sick jokes over and over again. So he's pissed. This other conservative, Joe Concha, says 81 million views on this. Enjoy your time in hell. Damn, is it that serious, honey? Okay, he's big mad. Senator Ted Cruz got the nerve to not be doing his job that the taxpayers are paying him to do to comment on this. He says this is beneath contempt. They are big mad on social media right now, and they want Druski canceled. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of the backlash and also some of the videos that basically Druski used as inspiration for this skit.
Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man, especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you. We need strong men out there.
Have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes, because they are the ones who mattered most.
I'm sorry, but Druski ate. From the damn makeup to the expression, he looks just like her. He got her mannerisms down packed, okay? So she can be in her feelings all she wants to. He went off of the way she acts. This has music, but as you see, people have been saying this for months now. This chick loves pyrotechnics, okay? This was at the last TPUSA event where she came out looking like Tammy Faye Faker, okay? With the glittery suit and the pyrotechnics and everything else. It's like every time she comes out, it's like a WWF, WWE, you know what I'm saying, type dramatics. Like in this corner, here comes Erica, the morning wife of Charlie Kirk. It's like, bro, just walk on stage, okay? Stop with the theatrics. And this is her in the white suit that Druski was also mimicking. Miss Erica Kirk wipes tears walking on stage to speak at late husband Charlie Kirk's memorial.
This starts at the home, okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light. What you consume and what you absorb from the outside world will manifest itself.
Her eyes are so weird and creepy. And when I tell you, Druski got this down, her mannerisms, the way she stares with that deadpan look, he ate. I'm sorry.
No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it.
So now we're going to watch what Officer Talmud has to say about the situation. You know, he goes in on black people all the time. And to me, he's trying to play both sides of the fence. He knows Druski's a comedian, Druski's being funny, but he's also really close friends with Erica and Charlie Kirk. So we're going to go ahead and see what he has to say.
Nobody's off limits. He makes fun of people, and I laugh at every time he makes fun of people because it's funny, it's comedy. I think objectively, what he did in this skit is funny. It just simply is. He made fun of it or whatever it can be. But the difference is that when you sit back and you look at who he made fun of and the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, it makes it disgusting. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was close to Charlie and close to Erica and I care about this topic for me to go, oh, now all of a sudden I want Druski to be canceled. Because I didn't mind laughing at when he made fun of the pastors. I didn't mind laughing when he made fun of white hillbillies at Talladega. I didn't mind when it wasn't close to me. So I also can't think he should be canceled because it's somebody I know. But I will say the reason that I will not post this, I will not support this Druski content is because I think it's incredibly insensitive. I don't blame him for a certain part of it because he don't know Charlie and that's not his.
Objection. So now you think it's insensitive because of somebody that you know, but it's okay when you get up there and you make fun of black folks and you talk about black people who done died and find every, angle to twist and make it their fault. Because you didn't have the same empathy for Breonna Taylor and for many others. So I don't, at the end of the day, Druski's a comedian. He's entitled to his opinion. And he don't need you to post him. Your post doesn't make or break anything. His post is viral. Everybody's talking about it. So you not posting it, what's that supposed to do? Stop his train? Absolutely not.
He's not in that world. But I will say that I do think it's insensitive. And if I could have talked to Druski before he made this, I say, look, man, you need to not do this one. You need to not do it because the way that Charlie was murdered and assassinated makes this look really disgusting. And if you haven't seen it, I'm going to play a little bit of it because I don't want to play the whole thing because it's hard for me to watch knowing these people in this situation. But if you haven't seen it, I'll play a little bit of it so you can see kind of where the frustration comes in at. There's certain humorous things about that. I don't know if humorous is the right word, but there's certain things about that that's inherently hilarious because of the way, because that's Druski, right? It's not Erica or anybody. I see Druski back there being a clown. However, I just really do believe that in comedy, there's things that are tasteful and distasteful. And the fact that Erica lost her husband the way she did makes this distasteful. That's all I can say about it. And some people may not like how I approach it or whatever. I'm just keeping it real, and I just got to be myself. And we don't always have to agree. But I think a lot.
So typical, what y'all expect from Officer Talmud? He's going to do anything to defend, the Kirks and to defend, that particular group. So it is what it is. We don't give a fuck about his opinion. Druski did that. I wish the damn skit was longer. And at the end of the day, he never said Erica's name. He never, if the shoe fits, wear it. A hit dog will holler. Because he never once said it was Erica. People just put two and two together. And you know that at the end of the day, like I showed y'all those clips, that is how Erica behaves. Even when he was throwing up the devil horns, there's pictures of Erica Kirk on the stage with Trump throwing up the devil horns. So he's literally mocking the things that she has done in real life. He didn't have to write a skit. Her life is a skit at this point.
This is what demonic oppression content looks like. The idea that you would mock a person whose husband was assassinated less than 7 months ago because you've decided somehow, way, shape, or form that an innocent person who was murdered and their spouse who is grieving is weird or creepy and that it's fair game to make fun of that person, that is demonic. Now, I know that there's a bunch of leftist and Marxist people that hate Charlie Kirk, hate the right.
So make sure you keep the same energy for when Erica Kirk was just throwing up the demonic, the Baphomet horn sign, okay?
Will use some other type of justification and say, well, look at all the people that made fun of George Floyd, or all the people that have made fun of Alex Preddy or Renee Good. You can at least see that there was a justification, resisting arrest, attempting to flee from an officer. These are things that can lead to law enforcement interactions that can be lethal. But simply speaking to a college campus and then being murdered, there was no justification. And then attacking the grieving widow who was left to pick up the pieces less than 7 months after this horrific public assassination, you are a bad person. And for a quick moment,
Yeah, and you're a weirdo. All these people are hypocrites. Regardless if somebody was shot because they were fleeing from the police, does not mean that people should be clowning them and making memes of them. So if it's cool for one group to do it, it's cool for another group to do it. At the end of the day, they're all hypocrites. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to say it's okay because, oh, they were fleeing from police or these were police-related situations, but Charlie Kirk is different because he was, assassinated, and so everybody should leave Erica alone. Well, do you have the same energy for Candace, who was literally put out a 10-part documentary on the bride of Chucky, on the bride of Charlie? Because all Druski did was put out a 2-minute skit, and you're up in arms. So let's continue. Let's go to the next person.
I can almost guarantee you that the people that are mad at Druski right now 100% love white chicks. And they're definitely seeing White Chicks 2 in theaters when it comes out.
Conservatives are mad over Druski's skit. Man, he nailed the eyes. That was crazy. The wild thing is, aside from the dancing amongst the sparks, it wasn't really exaggerated. My question is, I thought comedy was back. I thought we didn't have to be PC anymore. That just means that y'all can say your racist jokes or say the R word again or use gay as a slur. But if you're the subject of any comedy, that's not cool. And I mean, didn't y'all's president just celebrate the death of someone he considers a political adversary?
Right.
Why are y'all so sensitive? And for the ones saying, oh, he can do that, but if someone did blackface, go ahead. Do the blackface. Have at it. You want to do it so bad, do it. Trump's president. You should be fine. I already know it'd have zero negative impact on your base. They would love that shit. Go ahead. Do it.
He's not lying. It was just a few days ago that Donald Trump said he was happy that FBI director Robert Mueller was dead. Robert Mueller didn't do anything to anybody besides his job. And he went on and said that he was glad that somebody who actually served in the military, who served the United States, was dead, and his team and his base cheered that on. But Druski does a skit, and it's all tears and it's tattooed tears from the right. It's insane.
Do you know what offends me when he goes out there as a black man in whiteface and makes fun of Erica Kirk? Do you know how that affects me and how that offends me? Not at all. It doesn't affect me at all because it's not a thing. A black man wearing white makeup, going out in whiteface, which isn't even a fucking term, has no impact on me and no effect. And anybody who wants to claim it is just another Trump or snowflake, because these are the weakest human beings, especially the weakest men ever to exist in this world. They have nothing to complain about except the fact that a black man is wearing white makeup and making fun of a woman. They want to say, oh, her husband was just killed a few months ago. He's not talking about that. He's talking about how she acted, how she responded. Whiteface doesn't offend you because it's not a thing. There's no historical context. There's nothing about it. You're making up lines that don't even exist to try to get all high and mighty and act like you're affected by it. It doesn't mean anything. Druski's skit was funny. He's going to keep doing it, and I hope he does, and I hope you MAGA turds cry about it. Do you know what
I'm telling you, God gonna humble a lot of y'all who think everything is funny, putting y'all mouth on preachers and and Erica Kirk, especially Erica Kirk right now. You laughing now, but you gonna cry later. It might not be now, might not be 2 months from now, but I'm telling you, when you touch people who are anointed by God, God's hand is on their life. She ain't gonna have to fight the battle, but God will. And I know a lot of y'all are demons and devils, and y'all think everything is funny. Y'all don't believe in God, or y'all not sure. But I'm telling you, there is a God. This is how it looks like the old folks used to say. And Druski, he better be careful for his platform be removed. For he not have a platform in 5 months, 6 months, because God can take him off that platform. Do you hear what I'm saying? God can take people off of platforms. I don't wish nothing bad on him. But for you to attack a widow, God is against you. Erica Kirk is a Christian. She's a real woman of God. I don't care what that demon Candace Owens says. Charlie Kirk loved his wife. He wouldn't have wanted this for his wife. She's a mother. You might not agree with her. You might think she should have grieved differently. But the accusations and the lies against this woman with no proof behind it, there's a bunch of evil, demonic, sick people on the internet who are unhappy and miserable in their own lives, who need to go to church, who need to get their life right with God and Jesus Christ because they are unhappy and satanic and miserable. And they find joy in attacking widows and people who are the most lowest in our society.
Objection. Did you have the same energy when your president was literally celebrating the death of Robert Mueller? Did you have this think piece? Did you come out with a video dissertation? He was literally happy that this man died not even a few days ago. I'm just saying. We got to keep the same energy.
Then they won't say nothing against gay people or LBGT people without getting canceled. But they'll attack. They want to attack these pedophiles. They want to attack these people. They want to groom children with drag queen story hour. But they got so many jokes for a widow that saw her husband get shot in the neck. You people that are putting your mouth like Druski on Erica Kirk need to be careful, because God is gonna fight you.
Deal. Well, it's not just Erica Kirk. That was part of it. It's just white conservative women in general. Yeah. But he models the look of this white conservative woman after Erica Kirk. But it says how conservative women in America act. And it's quite funny. He's an African-American comedian. This particular little skit has gotten 40, I think, Seth, did you say 44 million?
Yeah, it was 44 million impressions in 13 hours.
And he also did a skit of being what the average redneck white guy at a NASCAR event looks like and how he acts.
Well, people are saying, the other uproar is that they're saying, a couple years ago, people were getting canceled for as comedians doing blackface.
Well, I mean, it's, you know what? Listen, nobody's ever said that world is fair. White people can't act like black people without repercussions, but black people can act like white people and make fun of us to the point where 44 million people will love it. And to me, if a white guy dressed up like a black person and it was funny and it's all under the guise of being a comedian and parody and humor, there should be no rules as who you could dress up like. It's very hypocritical and very one-sided as to who is allowed to dress up as what. But their society has no problem at all with African Americans dressing up like white people and making fun of us, which I don't have a problem with it either. I just wish it would be reciprocal.
So I see a lot of white folks online, upset about the whole whiteface thing and saying it's not fair. But I remember around Halloween, that stupid white bitch, Lily Gaddis, the one who's, a grifter, she tried to go the racist route and it's since blown up in her face. And now she's e-begging on YouTube for a check, and she'll probably start an OnlyFans soon. Who knows? But remember around Halloween when she herself decided to do blackface, and most of us black people, we looked at her, we rolled our eyes, and we kept scrolling. We didn't give a fuck. But guess who loved it? A lot of the MAGA people, a lot of people on the right. Oh, yeah, she can do blackface. Oh, well, get a sense of humor. Let me go ahead and remind y'all, because see, one thing we do over here, we bring receipts, okay? This was just a few months ago. Y'all was keying and loving this shit. Who remember Lily Gaddis's weird ass doing this around Halloween? It was her and several other white influencers, and people were giving her props for it.
So influencer Lily Gaddis dressed up in blackface for Halloween. People online were saying that she was looking for reactions, and reactions she got. But let's use this opportunity to understand how blackface originated and how it is harmful. Blackface began—
What's up, folks? Welcome back to the show. So last night was Halloween, as many people know, and I decided to dress up like everyone else does. People are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. But I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of, which is the black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they're not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve, despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time. And they are certainly not improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their—
So remember, when this chicken head was running around in blackface for Halloween, like I said, many of us just ignored her and kept it moving. She was loving it. Folks were sending her, money and, amping her up. But now life comes at you fast. So while you talking about EBT, bitch, you might have to get on EBT soon, because you were crying not even a few months later that your channel was demonetized. You can't get a regular job because all the clown shit you done did on the internet, and now you're looking for people to help subsidize your income for you and your child. So see, life comes at you fast. So I don't want to hear all this blackface, whiteface, because y'all was loving it when Lily Gaddis was doing it. Y'all was hyping her up. Now she done lost her YouTube channel. Nobody's checking for her no more. And now she's probably on damn EBT and food stamps. So people do it all the time. Let's not act brand new.
The tragedy of today that we are going to be talking to is not about black people attacking more whites on the trains. Shockingly enough, we are actually going to get to talk about something different. I know that that's a common thread that seems to be happening all the time, but today, you know what's happening? They're trying to keep a real down. They're trying to keep a real down. I was just demonetized on YouTube. Okay, this happened this past week. I didn't announce it because I was trying to appeal the process and whatever, but that's what's going on, folks. I've been demonetized on YouTube. And I always wondered about creators who made a big deal about that until I realized, oh, that's like your sole form of income. So now I'm just making videos for free, and I have the electricity bill for all the billions of lights that's in here. I have to pay for the equipment, and you still have to pay for the people who make the thumbnails. You got a lot of bills to do.
Or maybe you can sell, coochie on OnlyFans. Bitch, maybe you can do that. So I brought her up to say, again, this was just a few months ago. Everybody was loving this struggle grifter. Okay, everybody was cheering on her blackface. So don't act like there's not white folks on here doing blackface for attention on the internet, because she wasn't the only one. There was a few of them that did it around Halloween. But hers blew up in her face and she lost her channel. But my point is this. This was a comedy skit. He didn't even say Erica's name. He mocked her mannerisms, and folks are up in arms. Up in arms. He's a comedian. If y'all can laugh when he made fun of black pastors and y'all were here for that, keep the same energy. Okay? Comedy is comedy at the end of the day. I like this skit. I thought it was funny. If the shoe fits, wear it. Okay?
It's not about being conservative or being a liberal. This is about morals. This is about integrity. When I saw this skit, it really bothered me because you have a woman that is grieving. She's a widow. She's a single mother, and she is grieving the loss of her husband. And then you have someone who claims that he have respect for Charlie Kirk, but yet he make a skit about this man's wife. I was talking to God this morning about this skit that he did. The Lord told me that he was displeased by this, and I'm gonna tell you why. The Bible tells us to do unto others as we would want others to do unto us. But the scripture that the Lord gave to me this morning was how he is near to those that are widows and orphans. And then this morning I came across this clip of Candace Owens doing a reaction video to Druski's skit. And it really bothered me because her doing that reaction video to Druski's skit, it was very intentional. It was very malicious. She has an ought against this woman. And when you look at the video, you can tell that her spirit, her heart is not in the right place. It wasn't funny. And I feel really sorry for Erica Kirk that she even have to go through this. That one day her children will see this. That video was wrong. And that's the problem with the generation that we live in. We live in a society that looks at likes, comments, views. This is what they praise. So much so they will hurt someone, offend someone just to get it. I pray that Druski will acknowledge the error of his ways here, because that video not only hurt Erica Kirk, but it offended her. And that in itself should be enough to apologize.
Good luck on getting that apology, ma'am. But, you know, that's her opinion. I can't disagree with her. She's a prophetess and she comes from a religious standpoint. So, you know, but I think Charlie Kirk has said a bit worse.
Druski did about Erica Kirk or whatever her name is. That shit fake. It's not racist, but it's racist, gang. I'm gonna tell you why, gang. I ain't gonna lie, cause he fake dressed up as her, gang. He did the white face. I ain't gonna lie. He painted his whole body white, gang. And from saying, I feel like a lot of people is ignoring that fact, gang. Cause if that was a white person and they did that and they painted their whole body black, a lot of black people and a lot of the black community would get on that white person's eyes, gang. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. If a white person or a white community was to get on Druski eyes for that or try to cancel him for that, they are not wrong, gang. He fake did the white face, man. He fake. That's fake. Even if his intentions wasn't racist, it's racist. Because if a white person was to do that, we would call him a racist, gang. I'm gonna keep it 100, gang. We can't do double standards, gang. I'm a real nigga, gang. It was funny. We got our lives out or whatever. But he did the white face at the end of the day, gang. That shit was racist, man. I'm a real nigga, gang. We can't double standard, gang. We can't.
All right, gang, gang. Thank you, real nigga, gang, 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 gang. The hell is he talking about? No such thing as whiteface.
Republicans have the nerve to be mad at Druski right now over his parody of Erica Kirk. I mean, these are the same people who support Donald Trump, the guy who mocked Paul Pelosi getting beaten, the guy who just the other day said he's glad that Robert Mueller is dead. Yeah, him. Republicans are perfectly okay when Donald Trump says heinous things like that, but when Druski, a comedian, a huge influencer, makes a comedic video about Erica Kirk, then apparently the line is crossed. It's too far. It's not funny. I mean, I thought they were the make comedy legal again crowd, and now they're snowflakes who are crying in their safe space. I mean, these Republicans and their double standards and their hypocrisy is quite frankly pathetic.
So I don't want to make this video much longer, but tea sippers, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire situation concerning Druski. And then how do you feel about white people complaining about not being able to do blackface? But we seen Lily Gaddis online doing blackface and they were cheering her on a few months ago. And last but not least, do you guys feel like Druski should be canceled for this skit, or do you feel like people need to get a sense of humor and stop being hypocritical? So I look forward to reading y'all's comments down below. Please like the video, feel free to share the video, and I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.
If you want the latest news in the streets, join us and tune in for the tea. Breaking news with integrity. So tell your friends and your family. It's the LovelyTi TV show, bringing you good tea and good vibes. It's the LovelyTi TV show. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe.